All right. See that play button behind me? I got this from one of my YouTube automation channels. This was my co-founder's channel that I worked on with him. He is absolutely printing with this. So then together we decided to replicate that strategy and make this channel called Stories Told and this channel called Loving Creatures. Now Stories Told is at 153,000 subscribers. And even though we haven't poured that much time into doing it recently, I want to start some new YouTube channels to give me new sources of revenue to prove to you guys that it's not luck, because I did it before in the past. I know I can do it in the future. Now on top of that, if you guys don't already know, I also juggle. And I have a whole juggling channel that made money and has over 1 million followers across platforms. That's called Fly Juggler, check it out. And yeah, I feel like I've gotten millions of views enough time that even when I start from scratch, I can blow up. Now, something I do want to emphasize though is that people always post this type of series, which kind of has a catchy name, like I blew up to prove it's not luck. But my actual opinion on this is that any singular video on YouTube Shorts or on social media in general, it's kind of like a poker game, right? Where any single hand that you get dealt on poker itself is luck, but it's the same people on the championship table every single year. So one particular round, and so the analogy I'm drawing is in poker, one particular round is luck, but winning over the long term is almost entirely skill. It's the same with YouTube or social media, because any singular reel can or can't blow up for some factors that it's hard for you to pre-rationalize. But over the long term, I do think blowing up on social media is in large part a skill. And so I think if you reset every YouTuber from scratch right now, you'd still see the same people like Mr. Beast would rise to the top within 1 year because he has more skill. So that's the type of luck that I'm talking about. And even if our first videos don't blow up instantly, I think over time we can get YouTube channels that are going to start blowing up because it is in large part a skill-based game. So with that being said, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to add a new Chrome profile. I'm going to continue without an account, and we're going to name this one It's Not Luck. For the colors, let's do, okay, red doesn't actually look good. Let's do green because we're about to make some money with this. And then let's maybe customize the profile to make it look nice. So we can do these sunglasses right here because it's going to be a cool challenge. And then let me pin this Chrome tab to my taskbar. So I'll pin this right here. And now this is going to be the Chrome tab that I use to prove to you that going viral isn't luck. And in this episode, we're basically going to be setting things up and going through a bunch of different ideas that we can do to try to make money. Now this series is going to be long. I'm going to be documenting everything that I do here. But yeah, since this video is being posted on Blastoff Unfiltered, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create an account with Blastoff Media so that I can start earning from putting music on my shorts, and we can literally start making money before we even get monetized on YouTube. So this is going to be a way for us to make money literally instantly from the ideas that we have. And so this is an absolute no-brainer. So let me make the account right now. And so all I have to do is click get started and I can just sign in with Google. I know you guys want to see my password, but that's not going to happen. So editor, you can cut this part out, and boom, just like that, we're logged into Blastoff Media. So firstly, there's some channels that I want to immediately connect to Blastoff so I can start earning revenue from it. The first one is pretty obviously my juggling account. Now, I know not all of you can actually post shorts with your face in it with a talent like juggling. So I'm not saying you guys can do this, and I'm also going to set up some faceless channels, but this is one that I know I can start doing immediately. So let me add this one right now. All I have to do is connect the account Fly Juggler right here, select all, continue. Okay, I just tried, and for some reason when I'm connecting it, it says that I might have connected this to another account already, so I'm going to figure that out later. But yeah, the point with that is I'm going to connect that account, and I'm going to go through a bunch of the ideas for the juggling channel that I can post, and we're going to get some Blastoff music sounds on here to start earning extra money. Number two, now we need to go through some ideas for our faceless channels. So for this, I'm going to use a tool called Algro, which I'll leave the link to in the description. But immediately before I even use this, one already comes to mind, which is AI reaction content. The reason I think that this could work is because I know the guy who runs this channel called Toby Reacts, and it's just the easiest, most BS simple content. And all he's really doing is he's putting a viral video on the right, but he's having something react right here. But the reaction is actually just a cat instead of it being an actual human. And you can see if I sort by popular, like he's getting millions of views on this. Now, I guess some of his more recent videos haven't been performing as crazy, but if I only scroll down a little bit, we can see he already has one with 10 million and 6.3 million views, and then 25 million views, and then 9.3 million views. Yeah, this is crazy, which we're absolutely printing for him. And what I really like about this idea is that it's transformative because you're adding a reaction of an actual entity. So if we got hit with YouTube's policies, we'd still be able to push through that. Number two, we get to steal content that's already extremely viral and validated. So we can just look and find content that we already know is performing extremely well and just add the reaction to make it transformative. And also we still get to keep all the virality that the original video had. So if you guys remember, I have a pretty strict checklist for this. So videos can consistently get over 100K views. That checks out here. He's able to get, at least like 50,000 views every video, and then have some that are like mega outliers in the tens of millions. Number 2, videos are easy and inexpensive to automate. This is like the easiest content style. It doesn't even require that much editing, and you can take from videos that are already validated. So that should be extremely simple, but they can be improved on, and they have to have a barrier to entry. So I don't even know right now, and not that many people know how to make like reacting cats, or I might not do a cat, I might do some other thing. But yeah, we can make some type of person reacting to stuff. Since other people don't know how to do that, that's a good barrier to entry. And the videos can be improved upon, I think, because this cat is just super annoying. But we could probably come up with other things, like maybe like a fake celebrity or something reacting to it to make it funny. This would be original or transformative because we're adding our own original commentary and reaction. And then lastly, the only other one that actually really matters to me is that the niche can have a high RPM, because what we're going to do is we're going to add text in English, and we're going to also make sure that the person reacting is speaking in English, which means we target an English speaking audience, which means our RPM is going to be way higher. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to have my juggling channel, which I already have a bunch of ideas for. I'll be updating you on when I post a bunch of those and show you guys how much that makes. And then secondly, we have the AI reaction content. So that's going to be something like this, and I think this could work out really, really well. So that's an idea I want to have in my back pocket, but I want to find a couple more ideas just so I can make sure I have some other things I can go to if some of these other ones don't work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Algro. Again, the link to this will be in the description. I'm going to show you how I would do this, but I'm going to start by using 2 of their features that I think are very, very valuable. So the first one is viral videos. Now, Algro does cost money, so if you don't want to pay for this, you can always just go to YouTube Shorts on an incognito tab and just start scrolling through and see what type of short you can start making and you think would be validated and good according to that checklist that I have. But this does take time, and it's a lot more time consuming, and there's going to be a lot of videos that aren't transformative or have people's face in it, so then you can't copy it, like this video. So instead of doing that to scroll, I'm going to click out of this, and then I'm going to go on here, which lets you see like 5 at a time, and I believe prioritizes faceless videos. So I'm going to start scrolling through here and see which ones kind of stand out to me. Okay, wow, this is sick. I already found a channel that could work where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was the 10th video that I saw. So I'll play this for you guys so you can see what the style is, and then let's look at if this is validated or not.
This is the cost to fire for 3 seconds with the very first Maxim gun. And same 3 seconds with the modern minigun.
Okay, so that short got 14 million views, and if I go to his channel, you can see he only has 15 videos. Every single video is getting hundreds of thousands of views, and many of them are getting millions to tens of millions. So he's already gotten like 30 million views, maybe 30 to 40 million views. So 40 million views, it's in English, so he's probably getting 20 cents per 1,000 views, and then add in another 5 cents for music royalties, which he's missing out on right now, it seems. If he literally just went to Blastoff Media and started adding songs to his videos, he'd be able to have a higher RPM. So we'll just on the low end say that's an extra 5 cents. So 25 cents per 1,000 views. As long as he was monetized, he was already making $10,000 a month with this type of content. So I think this fits a lot of the criteria. The barrier to entry is something that probably other people could do, but it does take research. I'm not sure if I know how to do this yet, but I'm still going to write this down because I think it's a pretty validated idea. So let's type that in here. I'm just going to put this channel because I think we could do something very similar to this on a channel, and that's extremely low effort, but decent barrier to entry because you do need a bit of research to find where it's from. But again, he's selling because all he would have to do is add music to these shorts from Blastoff Media, and he could make a ton more revenue. So this is just showing you what my revenue looked like on my old YouTube Shorts automation channels. He could have made an extra like $2,000, but I mean, bro just sold the bag. So if I even just replicate him and put the music on, I'll be able to make more money than him. So that's there, and the link in the description once again to Blastoff is there so you can use it. And by the way, if he wasn't monetized for any of these points, he'd be able to still make money from Blastoff for the views that he was getting. So literally no brainer. But anyways, let's keep doing a little bit more research. I want to have a couple ideas that I can run through with an editor to see which one he wants to do with me. So back onto Algro, seeing here. Okay, here's one that a lot of people do that I don't think I want to get into. It's just the one with commentary on a viral video with just an AI voice. It's very, very saturated, I feel like, so this wouldn't make much sense to me, but this could work.
Kayaks when they noticed a puppy that was caught in a current.
Bro, there's a dog.
Hurry, help the dog, he's gonna drown. Okay.
After quickly grabbing his kayak and paddle, he began to move.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to do this one, but yeah, he is using music royalties, but not with Blastoff, so he's going to miss out on extra revenue when the RPMs come out. But yeah, pretty viral concept. But again, I just feel like this is not a good strategy long term because there's just no specific barrier to entry here, and so many people are doing that exact content, so I don't think I want to do that one. Let's see what else is here. There's a lot of these AI videos, which I don't think are good because they don't target English speaking audiences. So the RPM is going to be much lower. And then also we have the ranking videos, which you might not be able to consider transformative depending on YouTube's policies. So that's a little bit risky. This is like a pop channel, so I don't know much about that. I wouldn't want to compete on that since I don't know about it. Okay, well, I'm still looking for a bit. I spent another like minute or two looking, not immediately coming out with some more viral ideas. So I might want to spend a little bit of time, think it over, look again later. But I already think we have some good ideas. The AI reaction content, we can look into how to do much better. With this type of content, I think there's got to be a way that we can make this even more viral. Like this is very low editing, and I know my editor can do much better in terms of editing style than this. So we might be able to do a style just like this, but with better edits and better retention and better sound effects to just improve on something that's already working well. Both of these are good ideas. And then with my juggling channel, I have some good ideas for this as well. So 18 million views, 14 million, 8 million. I know I can blow up on this if I really put my mind to it. So yeah, this is going to be the first video. So in the next video, I'm going to review more in depth how we can do these styles with my editor. And maybe in the next video, I'll see if there's any other ideas that we can do. And then I'm going to document what we're doing to actually start these channels and grow them. So yeah, this is the first episode of Going Viral to prove that it's not luck. This is going to take time. This is going to be a long journey, but you guys are going to be able to watch and see everything along the way. So make sure to subscribe if you want to see the next video of me actually blowing up these YouTube channels. And so with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching the video. I'll catch you all in the next one, and peace.